Oh, good evening. Bored on a Tuesday. That's what I am. I don't mind saying that I'm bored on a Tuesday. Tuesdays are usually boring at my house. Well, every day's boring at my house. Hang on just a minute. Tuesdays are usually. There you go. Have to get that duplicate screen up so I can actually pull up a chat window that I can actually see, because the way my desk is laid out, can't see the StreamYard chat window because boom, for the microphone is in the way. But if I pull up YouTube, I can see the chat window. And I got a few people popped in. Cowboy Swami. Not much going on tonight. Like the title says, bored on a Tuesday. And I got some time before my friend Lou goes to streaming at 10. So if I get off of here at about 9:30, I should be all right. So just going to kill some time. And of course, after I ramble on for a while and bore everyone to tears, I'll put the StreamYard link up and see if anybody wants to come in and join me. Conspiracy Man Sports TV. That's a name I've not seen before, so welcome. Unless you're somebody I already know and you're just using a different nom de plume, as it were. I am okay. Thank you for asking. Razorback fan number one. It's good to see that you're proving everybody wrong and continuing to use that name. Hey, dude, you Razorbacks. They're doing well. I mean, there are people out there in the world, including me, that figured 0 or 1 win maybe. You're 2-1 now. That's pretty damn impressive for a new coach, quarterback that's recovering from a major injury. Look better than the Gators do, that's for damn sure. No, Conspiracy Man, I don't watch the National Felons League anymore. I gave up on them going on my 6th year now. Everyone calls me, one of them fake NFL boycotters. Excuse me for a second. Thank you. I'm not a fake NFL boycotter. I am a real NFL boycotter. As a matter of fact, not only do I boycott the NFL and proudly say that in every opportunity I can, but on Sundays, I fly the thin blue line American flag in front of my house every day to show my support for our first responders, our military, our flag, and our country, which the National Felons League, the National Bitches Association, and the Major League Bitches players and coaches and so on have decided not to support the country that makes them all millionaires for playing children's games. So I have nothing but contempt for most pro sports at this point and a big fuck you to the NFL. But I gave up on the NFL even before the kneeling bullshit. I gave up on the NFL for the rule changes that basically took all the emotion out of the game. You basically put the quarterback in a ballerina outfit. You can't touch him. No celebrations. Endless ads on TV. Commentators that are jackasses. TV networks that are even worse than their commentators are. Nobody can tell you what catch is anymore. Endless replays. Free agency destroyed the game years and years ago. The kneeling was the last straw, really. So I'm not watching any National Felon League games probably ever again. And I don't miss them. I really don't. I have a hell of a lot better things to do with my life than watch football game, pro football games on TV. I can find a hell of a lot more things to do with my life. Big 12 is here. Big 12 has changed his name to Big 12 Only Texas Fan, and I am okay. The season's over more for UF. Yeah. Because in the Big 12, you can get away with not playing defense. In the SEC, you don't play defense, your season's over. So, Gator season is over. I've been saying that since Saturday afternoon. That's why I end every comment that I type in all the TTC streams are going to end with hashtag fire Grantham. Oh, I got a text message from Lou. It's an image. What could it be? I'll look later. Let's see. Vodka Drinker, welcome. What's popping? Nothing. Just bored on a Tuesday. Bored on a Tuesday. Figure, why not go live? Why not kill some time with my friends? Maybe they're bored too, waiting for Lou to stream at 10. So, come on in. Real quick before I keep reading on the chat, please click the thumbs up. We got 14 people in here, only 2 likes. Come on, let's get the likes up for me, please. Let's get me over 10 likes at least, please. Also, Super Chat is available at the bottom of the chat screen if you feel the earth moves you or the spirit moves you to support the channel with a little monetary donation. Super Chat is available if you'd like. Also in the description is my PayPal link if you want to take the extra step. Doing that would allow me to keep 100% of the proceeds instead of only 50%. Don't have to. Love you if you do, love you if you don't. But they are available. Anyway, end of advertisement for the moment. If maybe Chess, being the mod, wants to put the PayPal link in the chat, that would be most kind. Since I gave you the mod, maybe you could sing for your supper just a little bit. Let's see. Big 12 says Arkansas should have won the last game. Yeah, I agree. I looked at the replay. Yeah, Auburn got lucky or Arkansas got hosed. Either one. Rob Dog is asking me, is the number 5 or 19? I don't know what that means. Chess Hall is here. Welcome, my friend, and one of my mods. Lou is here, telling me that the Amazon Prime Day watch deals are fire. I guess that was the image you sent me. I better look at it. Well, let me catch up here a little quick, then I'll look at the picture. Let's see. Big 12 says, and Texas A&M has more fans than they suppose roams fake. Okay, yeah. The fake noise didn't bother me either way. I think the fake noise, pumping in fake noise into these football games is silliness, but that's the stadium's call, not mine. Razorback fan says, yes, sir, we are on the come up. Frank says, really improved. You're welcome for him. You know what? As bad as Florida is, he'd be worse with Franks, and we don't miss him. So I'm glad you have him. I'm glad you're happy with him. We don't want him back. So enjoy. Flippin' Zippo is here. I'm sorry, Flippin'. I'm sorry I had to bail out of that stream you did on Sunday earlier than I wanted to. Something came up and I had to leave. I couldn't even say goodbye. I just, your stream's really good. I got to warn you though, Flippin', this is probably going to be about 100% college football talk. So not going to be a lot of watches talked about here, but if it's of any interest to you, I am wearing my Zelos ZX7 Damascus chronograph. One of my favorites. I love the ZX line. It's probably one of my favorite watches. Let's see. Oh, the bet's here. That's good. Rob Dog, I don't know what you mean by 5 or 19. You're gonna have to explain that. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Where are we now? Uncle Lou looking for some RGB LED lights. Arky. Okay, so that's what you're looking for with Amazon Prime. Okay, hang on. Let me look at the picture then. Hang on. Picture. What the hell is that? Well, yeah. How much is that, Lou? If it's more than $100, don't do it. And I don't really think much of Michael Kors, quite frankly. It's not really a very good watch brand. It's, a cheap Chinese movement. It's a fashion watch. It's not really something I recommend that people buy unless, they're just looking for a relatively inexpensive grab and go type of watch, but not something I'd recommend for you, sir. You should have better taste than that. Yes, I'm behind on the comments, Lou. I'm sorry. I'm a one-man band here. Let's see. The bet says, "Don't worry, Celine will happily give you." No, I don't want Pete Golding. I don't need to replace one idiot lard ass piece of dreck with another idiot lard ass piece of dreck. Yes, I looked at the picture. Okay. Yes, I understand that coordinators can only do so much, and it's ultimately up to the players to make the scheme work. But if the scheme sucks, then you could have whoever. I mean, I could have Georgia's defense in Gator uniforms. I know that's offensive to you, Lou. I'm sorry. I could have Georgia's defense on my team, and if they're going to play Grantham's scheme, they're going to suck. So it's scheme. The scheme has to be changed. The scheme has to be changed to something that works. Grantham's scheme doesn't work anymore. It didn't work great to begin with. Y'all warned me about it. I didn't listen. I was concentrating too much on Philippe Lepew and his disastrous reign of terror in Gainesville. And I didn't listen about the defense because the defense was playing well. Well, I should have listened. You all who had Grantham before us were telling me Grantham is garbage. Grantham is garbage. Well, you were right. I didn't listen. So mea maxima culpa. Lou says, I don't care about the brand. He's talking about the watch that he sent me. How does it look? I'm not really, I mean, the case and everything, I like the all black case, but I'm not a big fan of that red dial. I know why you like it because, Georgia colors. So for you, it would work well. My question would be, how well are you going to be able to see that in sunlight? Because, I mean, if you've ever sat behind the wheel of an older Audi from the 80s and 90s with the red instrument cluster lighting, you know that in the daylight that cluster is going to wash out because of that color. So if you think you can read it in the daylight, then, hey, what the hell? Go ahead and get it. And he's unsubscribing. Okay, I'm sorry. No, Lou, Michael Kors is not a great watch. It may look great, but it's not a great watch. You have a great watch. I don't know if you want me to say what brand it is online, but you have a great watch. I have great watches. I have good watches. Michael Kors is not a great watch. It's not a good watch. It's an everyday wear, casual watch buyer watch. It is what it is. And for what it is, it works well. How much is it? You didn't tell me how much it is. Let's see. What? Can we see the back of your head? No, you can't. Okay. Definition 409 gave me a $2 super chat. You doing play-by-play on the Tuesday No Fun League game? No, I'm not doing anything with the No Fun League except criticizing them every chance I get. No, I don't watch National Felons League games anymore. No. Lou says $250 watch on sale for $150, and it looks great. Looks way better than that mortgage payment you have on your wrist. How'd you know how much this was? How'd you know what my mortgage payment? No, this watch is actually more than my mortgage payment, if I'm honest. But hey, $150, $250 watch for $150. I'd buy it if you like it and it's on sale for what, almost what, 45% off. Why not? You know, it's a fairly reliable movement. It's a good watch, and you know, why not? Have fun with it. But the watch I'm wearing right now is a hell of a lot better than that. And you don't wear watches to see the time. Then why do you wear a watch? I mean, fashion statement? You're a fashion guy? Damn, Lou, I thought I knew you. TikTok Chess Hall wants to see the back of my head, then show up at the Slob Olympics and look behind me. You'll see it. You know, that Slob Olympics is in March. I'll be there. I know you'll be there. I know Lou will be there. I know BVD will be there. Michael Kors Light. That's very funny, Rob Dog. That's pretty good. Definition 409. I just bought a Samsung Active 2. It's a great like a mini phone on my wrist. Okay, well, I've made my position well known on smartwatches before. I'm not a big fan of them. I don't like them. I don't own any. I will not. I've owned some Apple Watches in the past. I will not own them again. But I don't begrudge anybody really for any. I don't begrudge anybody buying any watch they like for whatever reason they like it. I was just giving Lou advice. I mean, you know, like he said right down below there, he has a Rolex. I figured a Michael Kors would be multi-level step down from owning a roller. But I'm not going to begrudge him buying a roller. He's a big boy. He's an adult. It's his money. You're a big boy. You're an adult. You want to buy a smartwatch. God bless you. For that money, I can buy a great automatic and be very happy. Let's see. Atypical Gump is here. I didn't see you walk in there, sir. He's telling Lou to look at the Tissot C-Star. Oh, excellent watch. Excellent watch. Tissot makes a great timepiece. I've owned Tissots in the past. They've been dead nuts reliable. Their automatic movements are very, very accurate. Nothing wrong with a Tissot. Highly recommend. Definition 409. Michael Kors does make great women's purses. They make a lot of good stuff for women. That's true. And you know, their fashion watches, they are what they are, you know. They're not high horology, but you know, for what they are, they're a good timepiece if you're a casual buyer. Yeah, I agree, Razorback. Never good when another man wants to see the back of your head. That's why chess worries me a bit. Lou says, I have a Rolex and it keeps shitty time and is about the 5th best looking watch I have. Well, then sell it to me, sir. or get it. If it's keeping shitty time, get it serviced. It probably needs a service. Lou, I did get the camera and I'm using it right now. It is fantastic. The only thing I had to do is I had to buy a lens cover for it. So you see I can lower the lens cover. I do that because I'm paranoid. I just bought that separately and it snapped right on. It is a beautiful camera, sir, and I thank you very, very much. It's most kind of you. Definition 409 doesn't like Apple. That's okay. Lou says, more breaking news. I have belts, and it's not because my pants fall down. Okay. I can't believe Lou is going to troll me over watches. I mean, really? You got nothing better to do? 19 in the chat, but only 8 likes. Come on, guys. Click the like button. You have pocket watches. I didn't know that. I would like to get a pocket watch. I have to educate myself on pocket watches. I really want to buy a good one. You know, I just want one, but I want a good one. So I want to buy a good one up front. And I'm trying to educate myself on what's a good pocket watch and what makes a good pocket watch. So hopefully I'll be getting one sometime in 2021 after the holidays, if we have the holidays. Let's see. Let's see. Razorback #1 fan says, imagine if Lou came out wearing a Gucci belt on one of his videos. Don't tempt him. He might do it. Let's see. Yeah, you got to have a lens cover on web cameras, because web cameras are hackable. And if somebody hacks your system and gets all of that webcam, they can do all kinds of fun stuff. So it's nice to be able to flip that down and, you know, get some privacy back instead of having to unplug the damn thing. And I took your advice and I bought a powered USB hub that plugs into the USB-C or Thunderbolt on the back of the Mac. So, and now I have more USB. So now I have more than I need, which is always good. Lou says he has Versace runway jeans. Yeah, prove that. Let's see. I skipped your last comment. No, I didn't. Hey, Big Wrist, how you doing? Warning, Mr. Wrist, this is not going to be a watch chat. This is probably going to devolve into college football fairly soon. Lou's given up all kinds of stuff today. I mean, Lou's given up all kinds of personal information. He's got Versace belts. He's got skinny jeans. And now he's telling me about the 8 pairs of cufflinks and only 2 French cuff shirts. Not to be messed with, he says. Okay. Ken Spears checking in from Pittsburgh as usual. Cowboy Swami is still here. That's good. Let's see. Cowboy Swami wants to know if I like the handset on the JSAR. I'd rather have a different handset on mine, but I love the watch. It's a tank. You think one of the toughest out there? Yes, I think the Marathons are one of the toughest watches out there. I think my JSAR is perfect, just the way it is. I wouldn't change a thing. And I was really very fortunate to be able to get an Israeli Special Forces version. And I'm really, really happy with the Israeli Special Forces markings, the Hebrew on the day wheel. Everything about that watch is just perfect for me. So I'm very happy with my JSAR. I wouldn't change a thing. Let's see. So Mosley's here. How you doing, sir? Anything is hackable, but yeah, I keep mine covered. Yeah, you got to do that. Rob Dog, that is fake news. I do not own jorts anymore. I haven't owned jorts for many years. And that has maybe a little something to do with Lou. Or more correctly, with his depiction of Gator fans in the form of Natty Back Steve. I personally don't know any Gator fans that look like Natty Back Steve. However, Lou has shown me pictures of Natty Back Steve lookalikes from God knows where. So, okay, but I don't know any that look like that. But I'm just saying. Who's asking you to prove what, Lou? Did you have cufflinks or Versace belts, or Okay, but forget it. What do you mean it's not looking good for Florida LSU on Saturday, Razorback? The fact that Florida's got some COVID cases? I don't care. Season's over, man. I'm not worried about that shit anymore. I've moved on. I'm on the Fire Grantham train now, so I've moved past 2020. I'm now worried about 2021 because 2020 is over. Chess Hall says the only fancy thing I wear is my class ring. $1,000. How's a class ring cost $1,000? Uncle Lou says atypical. I'm just going to blow on it, and if that doesn't work, I'm going to hit it with a spat. Okay. I have no idea what he's talking about. See, Ballard's here. It's going well. Just killing some time before Lou does his night stream. Big Rest says, I have a pair of U.S. Senate cufflinks. No shirts for them. Well, yeah, kind of hard to wear cufflinks if you don't have French cuffs. That's for sure. Alberto Sanchez here. He's telling me that Florida has a chance for the playoffs. Florida has no chance, sir. And that comes from a near lifelong Florida fan. Florida fan for 45 of my 55 years on earth. Florida has no chance. None. Let's see. Real Big Lee, what's up? What's up? I'm going to drop the StreamYard link in here and see who wants to come in. And Chess, if you're coming in, either keep that camera off or put on a fucking shirt. I do not want to see your topless ass on my stream. Lou says he's getting a bidet. A bidet, sir? Really? You're getting a bidet. I want photographic evidence of a bidet installed in your house, sir. I want photographic evidence of a bidet anywhere in the city of Augusta. I'm not buying it. Chess House says, I wear a size 15 and a half, and Johnson Ring Company is expensive, and I'm pretty sure it has real diamonds in it. Take it to a jeweler and have them look at it. They'll tell you in about 5 seconds. Albert Sancho says, Lou, Florida would have some chance to end Georgia 3-game. No. Florida has no chance to end their losing streak to Georgia. Not happening. No, okay. I know how Florida can end its losing streak against Georgia. They find the buses that Georgia takes from the hotel to the stadium and cut the brake lines. Just one brake line. So the bus skids off and crashes. Little crash. And they don't make it to the game and they forfeit. That's the only way Florida is beating Georgia. If Georgia doesn't show up, Georgia shows up in Jacksonville, it's over. Thoughts on UGA Bama on Saturday? I think Georgia's going to win the game, unless Bama learns to play defense. I really don't think Georgia's going to lose that game. No, 409. That's a good point. I would prefer if Chess wears pants as well. Somebody is in the back. We'll bring them on. Who dat?
Yeah, you just wait till Saturday, Georgia fans. It's Ballard.
Ballard. Okay. It's he.
This whole
he of the creepy laugh.
yeah, you got it. How's it going?
It's all right, pressure's off me now, season's over and all that. So,
Yeah.
I just sit back and watch the fun.
I mean, if anything, Florida has to hope. Obviously, they would have to beat Georgia. They would also have to hope that Georgia loses multiple games.
Nope.
And Florida can't lose again either. But, and I know you're saying no because you don't think that's going to happen.
Look, Georgia, I think Lou has pointed this out multiple times. Georgia's schedule is front-loaded. Once they get past you guys, their schedule is a cakewalk.
Absolutely.
There's no losses for Georgia after the Alabama game. So even if Georgia loses the Alabama game, they're still winning the East because Florida can't beat them.
Right. There's really no room for error after Bama.
Well, we're going to lose to LSU anyway. So the season's over for Florida, but the season's really going to be over after we lose to LSU. And maybe we get past Missouri. I don't know. And then we have a week off, and then Georgia road grades us.
Yep.
And then after that is Kentucky. And that's iffy. Vanderbilt, should be Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Arkansas, we'll probably lose to Arkansas. And then we'll lose to Tennessee. So, it's going to be a very bad year.
And it's not what Florida fans expected from Dan Mullen. Oh, God.
Who is this? Is this Chess or is this Lou?
Of course it's Chess. Of course.
What's this?
Of course.
What's this mind-numbing Alabama fan doing on here? Shouldn't you be going having lunch with your brother?
What's this dumb diggity?
Wait, hold on now. Shouldn't you be going having lunch with your parents, your brother, sister, or something? Jesus, come on, son. You're getting your ass whipped Saturday. You might as well get used to it.
Oh, my gosh. Do you dog fans really believe that you guys are going to pull an upset in Tuscaloosa?
I don't believe I know.
I wonder if Lou's going to come in. Nah, Lou's too busy and important a person to come in here, I guess. Let's see, 17 watching. Hey, I got my likes up to 13. Very cool, very cool.
That's cool.
Well, you two are going to be fighting. I mean, you two are going to be playing on Saturday, and then you're going to be playing again in the Dome. Now, here's a thought. Let me hang on, Rob Dog. I see you. I want to ask this question first. Here's a thought I've heard postulated multiple times. You don't want to play the same team twice in one season.
Yes.
Because if you beat them the first time, the odds are you lose to them the second time.
Right. The second game is always a revenge game, basically, is what it is.
Yeah. So what do you think? You thinking? So what are you thinking? You want Bama to win, or you want Bama to lose, or Georgia to win, or Georgia to lose?
You really got me in a situation right here, Celine. I'll tell you that.
I got them both. I got you both in this situation.
It doesn't really matter. We're fucking winning both, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, you're winning both.
Come on, whatever. Rob Dog, add some sanity to this discussion.
How's it going?
You want to win every game you play.
Exactly.
Every game you play, try to win.
Yep.
I've been to Tuscaloosa 3 times to see Georgia play Alabama. First time I went was in the early 90s. I don't remember what year it was, but
94 or something.
It was early 90s. We lost that game. But then the next 2 I went, we won, and it's a great place to see a football game. This ought to be a barn burner. I really don't.
Oh, barn burner, I get it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I really don't know what to expect. That I think we have a defense that can really contain Alabama, but I don't know if our offense is going to be able to score as much as they want. So I think it will be I'm afraid Bama's going to take us by 3 to 4 points. Hoping for best.
Well, here's the thing. I like Georgia's defense. Obviously, they're a really good defense. They're the best in the nation. We know that. But you should the stats of Mac Jones right now. He has already thrown for over 1,000 yards in 3 games this year.
True, but has he been pressured at all? I don't think so. I don't think
like
anybody's been in his face. And we are definitely going to be in his face. Probably to a fault. He may be able to pick us apart on short screens and so forth if we over.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but Alabama's defense looked like they look like Swiss cheese last week.
Run on them. Ole Miss ran on them. We could run on them.
Your running game's better than Ole Piss.
Yeah, I think we can pound if we have enough depth at running back, which I do think we have. So if we're in it in the third quarter, then I'm really gonna like our chances.
Look forward to McIntosh running all over that ass.
Yeah, I think McIntosh.
Who's McIntosh? Which player is he?
Number 6.
Yeah, the one that fucking ran all over Tennessee.
That's Tennessee. Don't even try to compare Tennessee and
hell, your defense kind of looked like
one bad game, dude.
Yeah, it's gonna be another.
Look, it's.
I think
you gotta look at it.
I think I'm gonna have to concede the point to Ballard. You really can't compare Tennessee's defense to Bama's defense. I mean, that's Bama's defense may have looked bad in one game, but they do have better players than Tennessee did. So I don't think your running game is going to be quite as free.
I'll put it on Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin is an offensive-minded coach, and I think he's doing something with that offense. I really do.
All I'm saying is, Ballard, you better learn that song real quick and in a hurry. That's Saturday, son.
Listen, dude, Montgomery's got the answer, buddy. Oh, man.
So, Celine,
get to singing some Skinner.
Celine, you don't know what I'm asking? Is it 5 or 19? Seriously?
No, I don't. No, the numbers don't correlate to me.
All right. Earlier today, Mullen or somebody from Florida said they had 5 players tested positive, so they were suspended practice. But then it came out that several news sources have claimed that the number's really 19.
Okay, well, you everyone seems to be forgetting. I stopped caring about this season.
You have
so
totally
I'm not reading the news anymore. I've turned all those feeds off.
Sounds like it.
I've turned all the Gator feeds off. I changed the icon on my YouTube.
Avatar.
Yeah, the avatar that's changed. All the Gator stuff has been packed away. I'm considering making a video of that. The switch is off, sir.
Oh boy, that's sad.
2020 just switched off.
Now,
and it's not going to switch back on until Grantham is gone.
Now, what happens if y'all catch fire and you don't lose again? Are you going to jump back on the wagon, or are you committed?
No, because that's not going to happen, sir.
Okay,
all right. It can't happen.
We heard it here.
Yep.
If it happens, it will make the Miracle on Ice, and I'm old enough to remember that. It will make the Miracle on Ice look like it was predestined.
So does Grantham still pull the crap where he gets somebody to stand behind him with a big giant towel and screen him from somebody picking off his signals? Because he did that at Georgia. I mean, he was so paranoid.
Speaking of, that's what happened in the Ole Miss game. Saban was saying that, like,
come on,
they were getting familiar.
Ballard, Saban's a bitch. Calm down.
Wait a minute. Time out. I want to ask a question here because as an outsider between the two, with the whole lame kitten thing working for Satan, when was the last time that Kiffin worked for Satan?
I think the last season was 2016 up until that national title when Clemson beat them the first time.
So let's go with 2016. So that's 4 years. That's 4 years, right? 4 years.
Yes.
Are you telling me that Satan hasn't changed his signals in 4 years? What kind of idiot coach are we dealing with here?
I'm quoting Nick Saban, what he was saying.
Satan's
Swear to God, he was saying.
Hold on a second.
If you say it.
Satan's just a dumbass looking for excuses of why his defense played like shit.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of coach doesn't change his signals in 4 years?
He
Exactly.
I
does.
would change my signals every year because I would figure that the
Hold on. How do we know?
competition-
Okay. How do we know the signals that were used this past weekend were the same darn signals when Lane Kiffin was there?
What happened?
How do we know? How do we?
If that's true, y'all are in trouble because Kirby knew all of them. He probably created them.
What happened was
Oh, shit.
is Alabama is looking ahead to the Georgia game and they got fucking boat raced by Old Piss. That's what happened.
Probably a lot of truth.
Saban's. Jess, you might actually be right for a change.
Saban's worried about Georgia. I'm telling you, he may not admit it, but he's worried.
Well, come on, Chess. As
He's
a
not worried.
championship coach, Saban should be worried about Georgia. That would just
hell
be
yeah.
common sense. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that's not
I'll
a
give him
weakness on his part. That's being smart. He should worry about Georgia, and Georgia should worry about him.
Oh, we are.
You should be.
Yeah,
I don't
because you're
think-
in the best
I don't think
competition
any
all year.
Georgia. Well, I don't think any Georgia
Kings
player,
on the
or
throne.
any Georgia fan is out crowing that. You know, I know Chess has said it a lot, but he's definitely trolling. Chess really is realistic. We know we still have to climb the mountain.
Oh yeah, I know.
I know what this is, man. Hey, listen, everything you're saying about like you're ready for that bum whooping and all that, you know what that is? I respect it. It's called confidence in the team, buddy. That's all it is.
I told you.
You're confident in Georgia.
I texted you and I told you.
Yes, sir.
You were gonna hate me after this week,
Oh yeah.
and I'm determined.
I'm sorry. I already hate you, buddy.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, well, you know, Chess, your team does have a few limitations of its own. So
Well, I know.
don't fly up too close to the sun. Remember what happened to Icarus when he flew too close to the sun?
I'm not gonna do that. I'm just saying that we're gonna be playing in December. That's all I know.
Oh, I get
Yeah,
that. I don't have any doubt unless you have a major stumbling of some kind, which I can't foresee, or I mean, Jesus comes down from on high and wills the Florida defense into existence again, which again I don't see. It's Florida. I'm sorry, Florida. It's Georgia and Alabama in the Georgia Dome. I mean, this is obvious to. Well, I got to tell you, if you guys ever went into the Gator Nation Facebook group, you would see the very definition of glitter gators.
Oh.
Wait,
is that a term for like delusional?
Yeah, I coined the term because you know Lou has his Disney dogs, right? And he kept saying that all the time, Disney dogs. And I kept thinking to myself, we need a term like that for the Gators because there are plenty of Disney dog-like Gator fans out there. And you believe it or not, I saw a video on YouTube about this guy who came up with that glitter bomb package to combat the porch pirates.
Yeah.
And I saw the video and I saw the word glitter and it glitter gator because they both begin with G's. So, yeah. I mean, you know, can I copyright the damn thing? No, I can't. But
trademark that crap.
I had one guy in there just about an hour ago. He was on a thread that I started, and he's arguing with me, and he said. He said it was one loss. I guarantee you Florida will not lose again, and I would bet on it. And I jumped on that one. I said, Oh, you want to put money on that? All Florida has to do is lose one more game, and I win the bet. I got a PayPal, son, and I got plenty of money in it. How much you want to bet?
Yeah.
Crickets. I ain't heard. Well, you know what? Let me check my phone. Let me see if he's replied. Just to be fair. Nope. Nothing. His name is Scott Tuten. Tuten. Scott Tuten. And he said Florida is not losing 4. I said they go 6-4. Florida is not losing 4 games. I put money that we don't lose another.
Wait, you have Florida going 6-4?
I'm saying Florida's going 6-4 at best.
Okay.
And nothing from him. He's dead. He's gone away. No, Florida's losing LSU.
No.
They're losing to Georgia.
Yes.
Wow.
They're losing.
That's a bold take.
They've already lost to A&M. So they've got A&M, LSU, Georgia, Tennessee.
You're beating LSU. I'm sorry, but it's happening.
No. Can't beat LSU.
There's no fucking way.
Let me say this.
All LSU has to do is stop the Gator offense once. And then go down the field and score themselves, and the game's over.
Yeah.
And
is it fair to say this?
And the Kentucky game looks iffy.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll even throw a sop to Razorback fan number 1.
Wow.
The Arkansas game looks iffy.
Felipe Pepe.
Y'all better watch for them. They're gonna have an extra grind. Pepe Le Pew, he's gonna be coming in hot.
Let me say this. I'll say this to Rob Dog and Chess Hall. Is it fair to say that the losing team of this week's matchup with Georgia and Florida, or Georgia and Bama, I'm sorry, we meet again in Atlanta. The team that loses this week, they win the SEC. Is that fair? That might happen.
Might happen. Happened when we had it with Auburn. So yeah.
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 Let me ask you this, Ballard.
Bama's the best revenge team.
Let me ask you this.
So you're saying you're going to throw it on purpose?
Yeah, that's no way.
No.
Let me ask you this, Ballard. Does Georgia beat Bama twice?
Absolutely not.
All right.
Absolutely not. Not happening. And I guarantee you, if Bama wins this week, I feel like that might fuel Georgia and they might win the SEC against Alabama, honestly. I don't see, unless something happens where Georgia or Alabama, whoever loses this weekend, like really screws up between now and December, I honestly see the rematch game. If that is the case, hey, it's revenge for either team.
Well, I think that it being in Tuscaloosa and y'all having the crowd there, because there will be less than 50 Georgia fans there. Let's face it.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to make a big difference, and it's going to be a huge advantage if y'all get rolling.
I say they pack the stadium out, man. I say all the Bama fans, if there's any tickets left, pack it up. Pack it up. Get the crowd.
There'll be 20 at least, and it'll be loud.
Could you please change that picture? It's beginning to make me sick.
Oh, it's Alabama Hate Week. Sorry, let me change this. Hold on.
Please, something else. Thank you.
There you go. Sorry.
That's better. Anything's better than a fat chick swinging on a stripper pole.
Well, it's the Alabama Steelers getting ready. That's what it is.
I just
homecoming queen.
Yes. I mean, I had dinner about 45 minutes ago, so Jesus Christ. There's only so much I can take. Well,
all right, you got others wanting to come in here, Celine?
No, nobody else is. Nobody else is. I've dropped the link a few times. Anybody else want to come in? I can bring 2 more in without having to drop anyone out. Definition 409. Thank
Where's
you for
Jeff
another
Webster?
super chat, sir. Bama beating Georgia, no question. UGA can't score enough. You know, he's got a point, guys. Your offense is your offense is a lower power offense. Woo. It's not a scoring offense. It's not an offense that's built to come from behind, for example. It's a grinding offense, and it can put points up. But if Bama's
once they get going,
crazy.
Yeah, I think for Georgia's offense, it's one of those things like if they get going, they got to get going fast, and they can't stop. Because I feel like if they slow down, they won't come back from it. That's just how I feel about the offense. No disrespect or anything. That's what I.
No, I mean you have. I mean you've got Georgia has a
Cinderella story. We got a Cinderella story for quarterback. It's just how long can he keep that?
But did Kirby finally figure it out?
At a certain point, Rob Dog, the clock's going to strike midnight.
Could be.
I mean,
he's a scrapper. He's a fighter, but he's living on borrowed time.
Yeah, he's living on borrowed time. Who's behind him?
JT Daniels.
Wait, hold on. Who are we talking about at the moment? I missed something.
We're talking about Bennett.
Oh, okay, the Georgia quarterback. Okay, yeah, I got you.
I mean, we got good people behind. I mean, I think JT's good. He's not mobile, so he's not gonna be able to run the ball. But we got Carson Beck. He's good. Dwan Mathis.
Dwan Mathis is mobile.
Unproven so far.
Well, Dwan Mathis is skewed.
Hey, Dwan Mathis had a major hole cut in his skull.
No, I appreciate that.
I know. I can't blame the kid for being a little, until he gets confidence.
Let's see. Vodka Drink is saying it's going to be Bass Jordan. Yeah, it's a good point, Vodka. Vodka says that if Alabama wins, Georgia suffered a meaningless loss to a West team, so yeah, I mean, that doesn't hurt them.
You know what I think would help? I think what would help Georgia this week is you let Kirby call the plays for offense.
Fuck no. Stay the fuck away from our offense, please.
The problem is, but Chess, on a serious note, the problem is that
because he knows the Bama defense
from the offense.
But he knows the Bama defense, Chess. Don't you trust him?
Fuck no. You know what's funny about it? It'd be funny if y'all are beating us and we bring in JT Daniels and it's fucking.
Oh my gosh! If you flip the script on us,
I'd laugh.
Oh my God! We'll put Bryce Young in.
All I'm knowing is Saturday's going to be it's going to be a long freaking day for me. I got.
You guys will prepare. You guys. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Christy asked if Mizzou and Vandy are postponed. I'd say, yeah, the toilet bowl has been postponed until further notice. I think they're going to play in December.
Definition 409. I'm not being a fanboy of Bennett. I've never liked Bennett since he's fucking been there. I've never been a fanboy of him. I mean, as long as he does his job, which I mean he's done. I mean he's done good, but I mean he's not. I don't see him leading us to the promised land. Honestly, I mean just like
oh God,
just like damn. What the fuck was I going to say? I done lost my train of thought. I'm retarded. Just like Celine said, the clock's going to hit midnight eventually. He's going to fuck up somewhere. Just don't know where that though.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
How funny would it be?
Y'all are in trouble now. Everybody in the comments section and everyone on the StreamYard is in big trouble now.
I'll hush.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Jeff.
My buddy Libby.
Uncle Lou?
No, my buddy Libby from down under. From the land of Oz. She's here. And she's relentless.
Is she a Georgia fan or Bama fan?
No, she doesn't know a thing about real football. She watches that Australian rules Drekisha. They drive on the wrong side of the road, and they play football.
I think Australia drives on the. I think Australia drives on the right side, don't they?
I thought they did.
That's the wrong side.
Oh,
no. They drive on our side, same side.
No, they drive on the left, like all the other UK colonies, except Canada.
She said she's a real footy fan.
Yeah, she thinks the stuff that we play is for wimps.
Georgia's going to prepare.
Rowdy Rocker and Melissa May just popped in. And Melissa May, how you doing, Miss May? You gorgeous thing, you.
I can't believe Melissa May's still awake.
I'm going to drop the link to see. I want to see if Libby comes in here and goes full potato on us.
Georgia's looking at Mac Jones, and obviously Bryce Young being second string. Man, y'all are going to prepare for the two wrong quarterbacks. You realize that? Saban's already thought it through, buddy. Paul Tyson, the great grandson, is going to walk out on that field. Woo! Could you imagine that?
Remember this, Ballard. Adam Anderson. Mr. Anderson.
Who's Adam Anderson?
You'll find out. Matt Jones will find out.
Okay, guys. You've been warned. The one, the only, the incomparable, the indefallible, the indeflectible, whatever. Just come in, Libby.
Hey,
what's up, you crazy thing, you?
I'm all right. I'm fucking looking for something that I've lost.
Good day, mate.
Hello.
How's it going?
Your sanity?
Libby's no, crazy. I never had that.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm looking for a pencil case of all things, because, you know, it's bright green, but it's just fucking disappeared.
Well, when you get a chance, turn the camera on and introduce your pets to the folks.
Oh, the ferrets? Yeah, I will. Hang on, I'm just walking up to the fucking car.
Oh, all right.
I love her voice. Go to the fucking car.
Tiny Tonto is here. Fire Grantham. Yes. More of that, Tiny. More of that. Tiny Tonto. Oh, I hurt myself.
Hashtag give Grantham extension.
Yes.
Fuck you.
We've started a GoFundMe.
Kick you off for that.
Celine.
Huh?
Celine, we started a GoFundMe for Grantham Fund.
Yeah, I donated it. I donated.
So far, we got it up to another 12 years.
Yeah, maybe 13.
No,
he's going to need that long. He really is going to need that long.
We'll send him back to Georgia.
We're going to take him.
Oh, no, we don't need him.
Sure you do.
Shit.
Every coaching staff needs a fat clown.
And y'all kept him through two different coaches. That's what I don't understand. The guy's a fraud.
He was here with McElwain?
Yeah. He stayed. Well, he went. Well, let me think. No,
he went here with McElwain.
He went out with Mullen to Mississippi State, didn't he? And then he came. So Mullen's the idiot. Mullen brought him.
I guess so. Everyone is saying now, this one I'm not sure how to feel about right now. Everyone is saying that Florida should go after Dan Quinn.
Go for it. I think it's a great idea. Do it. Yes.
Please do it.
I think that's a great idea. They're right.
Yep.
I don't think. Oh, here's Lou or White Tonto or whatever he's calling himself.
You know, I don't think I've ever met a so-called watch connoisseur who wouldn't know a good looking watch if it slapped him upside the back of his Crocs. Now, first of all, I've explained this to you before, sir. But people don't wear watches so that they will know what time it is.
I do.
So the idea that the watch is no good because It's not. It's a tick. It's a tick movement instead of a smooth sweep or whatever.
No.
That's besides the point.
That's not what I said, Lou. That's not what I said. I have many watches with quartz movements. I could pull 5 of them from right over there that are watches I love to death and are fantastic watches. That's not what I said. I got nothing against quartz movements. I have something against cheap Chinese movements, but
Ballard, are you busting tables?
Ballard, what the fuck?
What'd you say?
Are you working in busting tables?
At the moment, no.
Well,
mute your microphone.
That's fine. I'm sorry.
75. Can you mute these half of retards? What are y'all doing? Be quiet. Grown-ups are talking. What are y'all doing banging pots and pans and shit? What are y'all doing?
Well, my screen just went blank as I was going to mute his microphone.
95% of what you own. No. 75% of what you own and 90% of what you wear is Chinese made. So who cares if the back of the watch is made in Bing Bang Bong or wherever else?
Actually, okay. Okay, the Zelos watches are using Japanese movements or Swiss movements. However, and they're designed in Singapore, but they are built in Japan, but they are not using, I'm sorry, in China, but they're not using Chinese components. They're using European or Japanese components. You see, now you're walking now you're walking where I am.
Yeah, I know. What we're gonna do is we're gonna combine what you do and what I do. And we're going to start trash talking about watches.
You're at a disadvantage.
I also stand by what I said one time before too. The Swatch will never be topped.
The heck
in
is
terms
a Swatch?
Of what? In terms of sheer numbers or what?
No,
quality.
That's the epitome of watches. The Swatch watch with the changeable rubber things over the top of the thing, that was the greatest watch accomplishment in mankind history.
Okay. Okay.
Now, I do agree with you on smartwatches. The only good smartwatch ever made is the Casio calculator watch from 1991.
With the Dukes
I had one of those. I had one of those as a giveaway watch at a contest. That was a nice little watch. I wore that for a little while.
Yeah. Now, those are good watches. I don't know how well they keep time, nor do I care.
They keep time very well. They use a quartz movement.
Okay, good. That's great.
Quartz movements generally keep excellent time because they're quartz. They use a quartz crystal to synchronize the timing mechanism. So they keep excellent time.
Who's this underneath you there?
Where? Oh, my LC.
I'm Santa Claus.
She's down under.
That's my friend Libby.
You know, what kind of watch do you got, lady?
She doesn't wear watches.
Yeah,
she's not a watch fan.
I'm not a watch person.
Well, what do you think about swatches?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
She's not from around here, Lou.
Well, I
don't think I'm from this planet, to be honest.
I picked up on that.
But Lou, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why is your Rolex in such a bad state of functionality?
Because I don't do nothing. It stays in a drawer. I wear it every once in a while. I don't. But look, if I have a watch on and somebody asks me what time it is, I pull out my phone. There ain't a watch made.
Sir.
There ain't a watch ever made. There ain't a watch ever made that keeps time as well as a cell phone tower.
I have a watch that keeps his, well, that's sort of cheating because the watch connects to the phone with Bluetooth and will synchronize.
Yeah. So
that's a Casio G-Shock.
So Ballard, what kind of watch do you have?
He's 17. He doesn't wear watches. I guarantee it.
Well, Chef, what kind of watch do you have?
I don't wear watches.
I didn't ask you what you wear.
Hey, Blue Shirt, how you doing, man?
I think Chess has an iPhone 9 watch.
I have an iPhone.
What kind of watch you have?
I don't have one.
You don't have a watch?
No, I don't have watches.
Celine, you are the company. You are the company you keep, sir.
Oh, thank you.
If I did have a watch, I wouldn't wear it for time. I'd wear it for the looks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that's a shame because most people own watches. Well, no, I can't say that anymore, can I? It used to be that watches were both a functional tool and a fashion statement. And with y'all's generation, it isn't that way anymore. But, I'm an old fart, so I use watches the way God intended them to be, to keep, to tell time.
Yeah, you probably wear a hat to keep your head warm.
No, I live in Florida, sir. I don't have this problem.
So
But
why do you wear a hat then? Hats were invented to. Oh yes, nice. But that's amazing. But hats were invented to keep your head warm, though.
Celine probably
I know that.
Celine, do you use a map instead of a GPS?
Ballard, you look like you want to do something to me.
No, I don't have maps anymore.
I don't want to do nothing to you.
Yes.
Ballard, that's a
This
good
is the watch.
That's a
I
good
can't
looking watch.
see it, Ballard.
It's Invicta, so it's crap. I've showed it to you before, I think.
But it's a good looking watch, though. Who cares if it's crap?
It is good looking.
That's
no,
a good
that's
looking
an
watch.
older. Isn't that an older Invicta? The older ones are good.
I'm not
ones.
sure. It's a Pro Diver.
The Pro Diver is a good Invicta. The bad Invictas are the ones you see on QVC.
Well, I would always if I wore it at night or something, I would have to change the time in the morning. It would randomly stop, and the second hand would go back and forth one way, and it just at some point the battery died. Now watches, you're going to replace the battery, but even after that and everything, it's like I don't like Invicta. I really don't.
Well, I mean, this watch, for example, as Lou says, costs about as much as a mortgage payment, which he's exaggerating, of course.
Now that's an ugly watch. That's an ugly watch with some cheap rubber band.
No, it's a titanium Damascus heat-treated case with a Italian leather strap on it. It's an automatic. It's a Swiss movement, by the way. And it actually is accurate to within about 5 seconds a day.
That's a leather band? It looks like a wetsuit.
No, it's suede. It's suede.
Look, it looks like a wetsuit.
Well, looks are deceiving, sir.
I think you're the only person that I've ever known to wear a watch for time, not for looks.
Now, what happened to the Queen of England? You don't think I made her mad, do you?
No, she comes and goes. She's fine. Don't worry about her. I know Libby from when I was a moderator on there are the channels out there where they stream videos of sovereign citizens and and guys and people or they stream videos and then they commentate over them.
Yeah.
And some people do that in live stream format. And that's how I met Libby when I stumbled on that channel, which, by the way, I got kicked off of because my views didn't square with everybody else's views. Right. Go figure. And of course, I wouldn't keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, and the channel actually got briefly suspended because I used a couple of Yiddish swear words, and somehow YouTube picked up on that and suspended his channel for a week. And it was cumulative. I got kicked off of there, and then Libby got kicked off of there because she didn't kowtow to the party line, and she was just as liberal as the host, but she didn't kowtow to other party lines. So,
Lou, how much?
But I've known Libby for a while.
How much did you say that watch was that you were talking about, Lou?
I got it for $149 on an Amazon deal.
Dude,
you bought it?
I'll watch it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I bought it.
I think it was a good looking watch. So you got to understand, I'm not a fan of red watches. I know people. There's a red watch coming out fairly soon from G-Shock from Casio.
Well, it wasn't a red watch. That's number one.
Well, that red dial or red indices.
Yeah, it was a black watch.
How big are you?
You bought the one you sent me the picture of, right?
Yeah, it was a black watch
with red indices.
I don't know what that means, but it had a red dial in that.
Right. The number, the dashes for the number, those are called indices. Why am I doing this? All he's going to do is make fun of me for the next month on this.
No, I'm not. But what's wrong with Melissa May? She says she's having a bad day or something in the comments. She might, I guess, Saturday she might as well just stay in bed, huh?
I think she wasn't feeling well.
Oh, hope she feel better. But better take it easy through Sunday though, just in case. Dr. Lou's orders.
Ballard, are you gonna cry into your little Nick Saban pillow after Saturday or not?
Only if Georgia pulls an upset.
Upset?
It won't be an upset. It'll be an ass whooping.
How you doing, Neo? I didn't see you come in.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Anderson. I got to go get ready for the stream later. Pleasure hanging out with you guys.
See you later, Lou. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the support.
All right.
What the fuck was that? I don't know what that was. I don't know where Libby went. I was looking forward to talking to Libby. I hadn't talked to her in a few days. Usually I talk to her about once a week on Skype. That's what it was. Maybe I'm one of the few people in here that probably the only person in here right now. Hey, I got 20 people in here. That's pretty good. Maybe I'm the only person in here that Ballard, mute your damn microphone or I'm going to kick you off. Jesus Christ, child. Maybe I'm the only one in here that actually uses a watch to tell time. I mean, sometimes I don't like to reach for my phone. I can just lift my wrist. It's 9:04. Look, it's 9:04 on the phone. It's 9:04 on the watch. The watch is accurate.
And you're looking at your watch instead of your phone.
Oh shit! His mom got a hold of him.
Yep.
He's gone.
His sister, I meant, not his mom.
He gone.
Mom's sister, whatever you call it.
You in trouble.
My dad was the same way, Slim. My dad had a flip phone. He never had a smartphone ever.
I had a flip phone for a while. I wanted one of those razors so bad.
Oh yeah, my mom had one of those.
I love the way they look. They're nice. They're very thin, really cool looking. But unfortunately, right around the time that the razors came out, I had just gotten a divorce, and my child support payments were murder. I mean, I think the judge took an extra liking to make, say, oh, I'm going to make the Jews suffer.
What?
Well, the judge wasn't Jewish.
Okay.
You do know that Jews run the legal system behind the scenes, but every once in a while we let one of you goyim slip through.
Trying to think about what kind of watch my dad wore. He wore a
I love my watches, but but all my watches, without exception, are not Chinese movements. I'm gesturing over here because all my watches are right over there. I don't own watches with Chinese movements, and that's was my thing with the Michael Kors. I mean, the Michael Kors are nice, inexpensive for the masses watches. There's nothing wrong with them per se. It's just not something that I'm going to buy as a collector. You know, if I buy even if I buy a daily wear watch, I'm gonna buy a good daily wear watch because I know things. I'm trying not to make this sound like I'm bragging or
you're good.
I know more than you fuckers. You know, which I do, but I'm not trying to be that.
Jeff, come on in.
Hey, what's up, Jeff?
Nefarian's here.
My dad
is here. Yeah, I will post the link, Jeff. Hang on.
My father had expensive watches, but he wore a cheap ass. What do you call them watches? The ones that stretch out? They pull your fucking arm hair if you're really hairy.
Oh, that's not a watch. That's not a watch. That's just a band type. I think they call them.
It was gold.
I think they call them Spiral Flex.
Spidell.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah,
yes, exactly right. Very popular in the 60s and 70s for the Spidells. I actually had an Accutron with a Spidell strap on it, or a bracelet, I should say. I sold that a long time ago. What's up, J-Dub?
Well, the Titans are taking it to the Bills. They just scored again after an interception, and then they ran a couple plays and scored, and it's about to be 28-10 Tennessee.
I mean, he just hits the ground running. Just full force.
Challenge League, don't care.
Just full force, hits the ground running. Not hello.
I guess the Braves are on Fox. I thought they were on Fox, but I don't see it on Fox.
FS1. They're winning 7-0, bottom of the seventh.
Hell yeah.
Okay, let me look at the comment section here, see if I'm missing anything. Yes, Razorback. Some people still use Skype. I only use it to talk to my friend Libby, who has gone away. I'll catch up with her later.
Celine, I actually have a box full of old phones that as I upgraded. I have a Razor, one of those from way back in the early 2000s. It was electric blue.
I think I remember that color.
If you want it, I mean,
no.
I'm sure it's no good.
It probably doesn't work anymore on these newfangled systems anyway.
My mom.
I appreciate it though. I do. I appreciate it, but
my mom had a pink one.
No, I appreciate that, but I got too much stuff around here anyway. But no.
So Jeff,
I'm thinking about. I'm toying with the idea of upgrade. This is an iPhone 10. The 12 is coming out. Actually, it came out today, didn't it? If I think about it, but they're finally coming out with 5G phones. But if you want 5G, you have to buy a new phone because you can't retrofit the old phones. You can't upgrade the software. You actually have to have the chipset. Interesting the way that works, isn't it? But I guess maybe in 2021, I'll see what is going on in the world and whether or not we still have an economy. And I'll go ahead and grab a 5G phone at some point. I'm actually not buying any more, really anything until after find out what the hell's going on in the world.
You mean the election?
And beyond the election, the election is just the beginning of the problem. I mean, we're not going to know who won that thing until I'm thinking Christmas or around Christmas, somewhere in that vicinity. It's going to be a long, drawn out thing, and there are two watches at least coming out from my favorite company, Zelos. I'm not buying anything.
It'll be about the same time Georgia and Alabama play in the SEC championship game. That's when we'll know.
Yeah, that's probably a good prediction. But I'm keeping everything kind of close now. I'm just kind of, I don't know, a lot of people are going to do that, but I'm going to just hold my breath and wait and see what happens in the aftermath of November 3rd. Because if the economy tanks, I don't want to be sitting there with debt. I really don't. I've been trying to pay off all my debts and get down to as debt free as I can because I don't want to be caught.
You can sell your watches.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm actually putting a watch up for sale on Thursday. It's brand new. I bought the watch. I don't know if you ever heard of something called Kickstarter.
Yeah,
it's on a motorcycle, right?
No, different Kickstarter. Anyway, I bought the watch 6 months ago, and it just arrived day before yesterday. No, I'm sorry, yesterday. And I like the watch. It's beautiful. It's well made. It has fantastic movement. It does everything you would think you would expect out of that type of watch. It's just 6 months ago it fit my collection. Now it's redundant. I'm just going to sell it. So it's literally brand new in box, still wrapped in the factory plastics. I'm going to sell it. And I've got about 4 or 5 other watches that I never wear anymore. I'm going to sell them too.
So, JW, what do you think about the big game Saturday?
I think that it will not be double digits unless somebody gets a cheap one late. You know, like maybe somebody's up 23-17 and they get an El Cheapo, touchdown at the end and win 30-17. Or so. That's the only way I see somebody winning by double digits. If somebody gets one late when the game's already been decided. I think that the Alabama offense and the Georgia defense are probably a wash. And so it comes down to who can play better, Georgia's offense or Bama's defense. And I'll give the edge to Bama's defense. I like Bama to win a game something like 23-16. I see a bunch of field goals in this game, not a lot of touchdowns.
I can see that. Yeah, watching Alabama's offense against Georgia's defense is going to be that's going to be amazing.
Well, the thing that excited me about the Ole Miss game, and I realize it was Ole Miss. I mean, I'm not, I understand who we're looking at, but Bama had not made a serious effort to run the ball in their first 2 games. They just kind of gave the running game a little, we'll hand it off here, we'll hand it off here. Their offensive line is not like Tennessee's. I've been hearing about Tennessee's offensive line for 10 years and it ain't been shit.
Still ain't shit.
Yeah, when it matters, they fucking disappear. Bama's O-line is very good, and within the next couple of years is going to be staggeringly good. And I think the secret weapon of this game might be Najee Harris.
He's good.
If Harris can run for 120 and can catch a couple balls for another 40 or 50, Georgia can't win that game. But I mean, I would not be stunned. I would not be shocked as all get out if Georgia did win. I mean, they're the best game. They're the best team that Bama's going to see this season until they get to the playoffs. If they get to the playoffs, I mean, they're on their regular schedule. There's no doubt Georgia is easily the best team Alabama's going to play.
Well, until the Big Ten gets in this thing and starts playing and somebody emerges, I don't know who the playoffs could be.
At
Clemson,
this point, after what happened,
Georgia, Clemson, Alabama, and Georgia for sure. It's got to be Ohio State if they come in and don't have a bunch of problems.
Yeah, but who's that 4th going to be? You think somebody from the small 12 will be able to be impressive enough, or do you think it'll be the?
I think the SEC champion and the runner-up right now would have to be in there.
I agree with you. I think right now, as it stands, it's Clemson, Ohio State, and then the SEC champ and the SEC runner-up.
I would go along with that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, J-Dub.
No, I said I would go along with that on this condition, that it's a 1-loss SEC runner-up. Let's say, for instance, Bama beats Georgia Saturday. Okay. Then Georgia gets Bama in Atlanta. Okay,
that's a given. Yeah.
All right. Now that makes a case for Alabama, but if Bama beats Georgia and then beats Georgia again, nobody's going to put 2-loss Georgia in with 2 losses to Alabama, who would be the SEC champion. It's got to be a 1-loss runner-up.
Okay, but how about this scenario?
And Oklahoma State's got to lose. Oklahoma State doesn't lose, they're in. They just will be to claim.
I think we can all agree.
If Oklahoma State runs the table and they're
undefeated
or whatever, they don't get beat, and then they win the Big 12 title game. It would be hard not to put them in, but the problem is that's not going to happen. Gundy always spits up on himself somewhere along the line, and he might spit up on himself. Don't be surprised if this doesn't happen in 2 weeks. If I know everybody's going to laugh if Iowa State doesn't get them, because I'm telling you, if they play like they're capable, Iowa State is a much better team than anybody is giving them any kind of credit for.
Well, I'm going to defer to J-Dub on this because he knows more about the small 12 than I do. So, but I always thought this scenario was going to be. I always was wondering about this scenario. Let's say you got Georgia is the SEC runner-up with 2 losses, and then the champion out of the Big 12 comes out also with 2 losses. Now, who's more impressive? A 2-loss Georgia who lost Alabama both times?
Absolutely.
Or a 2-loss Big 12 team?
It's not even close.
I don't know.
Well, you also got to think how bad. Close. You also got to think how bad did Georgia lose in both those games?
Yeah, but here's the argument against Georgia on that. Georgia didn't win its conference. A 2-loss Big 12 champion won its conference. I mean, they may have gone in there limping in there, but they did win their conference. I mean,
and they may do that because they'd never have allowed someone that hasn't won their conference in, which is right.
They let Alabama in that one year.
Yeah, but that was clearly the best team, the best team, other team.
Yeah, but Georgia would clearly be a better team than anyone coming out of the Big 12.
I'm curious about the Big 10 if they just beat each other up because, so far SEC has beat each other up. You got to take care of business.
No, Albert, I love your enthusiasm, Albert, but Florida has no chance, none. It's over, my friend. Let it. All of Gator Nation has to learn to let this go. Just let it go. Let it go.
Were you talking about Jews earlier? Because here comes the Jewish poor me little routine that I'm so used to of growing up. Celine, come on, Celine. Poor Florida. All they're going to do is beat the shit out of everybody else on their schedule except for Georgia.
They're not going to beat everyone. Well, for one thing, it's not a poor Jewish guy routine. That's nonsense. But it's understanding and seeing what is in front of your lying eyes, J-Dub. The Florida Gators have decided to play the entire 2020 schedule with half a team. And you can't win with half a team.
It's just 1 loss, though, bro. You still got a chance.
No, you got no chance. They can't beat LSU. They can't beat Georgia. They can't beat Tennessee.
They're going to beat LSU.
How?
Celine, look. I love you to death. You know this. I know what you're doing. You're doing the whole Carter thing. We're going to lose each other game. It's the road.
Melissa.
No, I'm not doing the whole Carter thing. I'm being truthful. I am being absolutely from the heart, from the head, truthful. Florida and LSU are going to run a track meet. And all LSU has to do is stop Florida once and then score on the next time they get the ball, and the game's over. That's all they have to do. And the LSU defense, no matter how much we want to clown their defense, is more capable of coming up and making a stop than the Florida offense. I give you Exhibit A, the A&M game.
See,
absolutely could not stop A&M one time. No, okay, I correct myself. They did stop them on that first drive in the second half, and then couldn't stop them before and couldn't stop them after. All LSU has to do is stop the Gator offense one time, which they are capable of doing, And then the track meet starts up again. LSU scores, and the game's over.
LSU's bad, dude. You're gonna have to fucking kill LSU. J-Dub would agree with me, and Rob Dog. They lost to Missouri, for fuck's sake.
We lost to A&M, for fuck's sake.
They're better than Missouri.
We were supposed to handle our business.
And if
we didn't handle our business.
If the three of you in the comments section will remember, J-Dub spent the summer saying he was worried about who on Alabama's schedule? A&M, because Mond always has that one game, and I didn't want him to have that one game against us. A&M is a decent offense.
He did say that. Not trying to kiss his ass. He did say that all summer. Yeah. I remember this. I may be old, but I'm not senile yet.
Right. I mean, that's because there's going to be one time out of, I mean, I think the guy started playing when I was probably taking sophomore sociology back in '85. But I think Mond is always going to have that one game of the year where he plays out his ass, and it's good enough to convince Fisher to keep him as their starter. And it happened against Florida. It didn't happen against Bama. And as far as Florida's defensive trouble is concerned, I'm more worried about Florida's trouble with the DOCTOR than I am with the defense. They got to get healthy.
Yeah, y'all may not play this week.
That would probably be a blessing. More time for us to fire Grantham. He needs to go. He needs to. Everyone and their uncle says he needs to go.
So White Tonto made a good point earlier. Would you take Muschamp back? Because Muschamp's going to get fired from South Carolina. They might as well preempt that.
No, I don't want Moose Stump anywhere near the Swamp ever again.
He's an improvement
unless he's a coach on another team.
He's an improvement over Grantham as a DC. He can do that job.
No. I cannot live with another tenure of Moose Stump roaming the sidelines of the Swamp in orange and blue. I can't have that.
Chestnut want him there.
Okay. Here's
Agent Muschamp.
Look into my eyes. Look into the camera into my eyes. I will make this pledge, hand on my heart. Yeah. Hand to God. I will make this pledge publicly, and anybody wants to make a stinger out of it, go ahead. My pledge, if Moose Stump comes back to the Florida Gators, I become a UCF fan.
What the fuck?
Ouch.
God dang.
That's your alma mater.
Yes. That's how much I don't want that former Bulldog loser head coach on my team ever again. What he did to my team's program is criminal. It's criminal what he did to that team. And if he becomes a coach in any capacity at the University of Florida, while I still draw breath, I'm becoming a UCF fan. That's it. That's it. Put that in your peace pipe and smoke it.
I don't know. Ole Miss was willing to swallow hard and take Kiffin after they knew what they were getting. They seem happy now.
Nope. If he no. I will put a UCF license plate on the back of both my cars. I won't sell the Celine, even though it's Gator Blue. I won't sell it. I will change out the shift knob, though. I will become a UCF fan if Moose Stump becomes a member of the Florida Gators again. My right hand to God. Uh-oh. Oh, that's where Libby went. She left. She got offline completely. Anyway. So now I've made that declaration. You all can notate that. This video will stay up in perpetuity as proof of what I've said. And if McElwain ever joins the Florida Gators again, I quit football forever.
Yeah, he's not showing his face
He's too
in the
busy
South
fucking-
again.
He's too busy fucking sharks.
Oh, that
I
was
don't care
nasty.
what he does, just so long he never pollutes the Southeastern Conference ever again.
He's
Oh, where's he at now?
Colorado
Where-
State?
what?
Isn't he at Colorado State or somewhere?
That's where he went when he left Bama. It was Colorado State.
I thought he was in one of the directional Michigans.
Maybe.
Jesus Christ! How many former assistants of Nick Saban are at schools now? At his coaches.
Let me look it up.
Christ.
Jim Shark Humper. No, sorry. Not going. Oh,
Oh,
geez.
shark fucker.
Google must be listening to me. He is currently the head football coach at Central Michigan.
There you go.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, the
Central Michigan Chippewas.
Chippewas.
And they're paying him $1.6 million to fuck up that program.
They're even playing this year? Are
I don't
in
know.
Or
The
in the
legend
River?
lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitche Gumi.
Talking about Gordon Lightfoot
Mid-America,
stuff right there.
they're in the MAC.
The
The
Chippewa.
MAC's not playing this year.
Yeah, I didn't think they were. They're
No,
gonna
so
regret
he
that.
got the year off. So he gets his cushy tushy job. He can go down to South Florida and hump sharks
Yep.
because he ain't coaching football this year.
So
God, I
Jeff,
love
who you got? What's your assignment this week on the field, up in the sea level? What's your?
Yeah, unbelievably, I have the unique situation of Iowa State has a bye, and Iowa's season has not started yet. So I have a Saturday off and will actually get to watch Alabama, Georgia live.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah, then-
Tiny Tonto is playing
Well,
games.
It's
today.
even better because then next Saturday, Iowa State's at Oklahoma State, and Iowa's at Purdue. So I get to see Bama, Tennessee. So I go back to back. Then my schedule is Northwestern at Iowa, Baylor at Iowa State, Kansas State at Iowa State, Nebraska at Iowa, West
Ooh, all
Virginia.
those,
West
all those
Virginia
sound
at Iowa
cold.
State. What's that?
all those games sound cold.
West Virginia at Iowa State, and then if I get it, which I don't think I will, because I'm going to get senioritied out, but I put in for Wisconsin at Iowa on December 12th. We'll see, but I'm not going to get it, but we'll see.
And no, Tiny Tonto, I don't want Urban Meyer back. No, thank you. No, thank you.
He's going to
He
Texas.
can come back and visit. He can come polish his little trophies, and he can make a speech every once in a while. But no, we
He's
don't
a
want Urban Meyer
Longhorn.
back.
He's going to be in Austin, Texas.
Really?
Absolutely. They got plenty of money. They'll sell their soul.
I
He'll
had
be
a fucking health
For
problem.
who?
Urban Meyer
Meyer.
in Texas.
They
Yeah.
still owe. They owe Fisher. Fisher's got like a $70 million contract. They just signed him to not too long ago.
Yeah, why
Oh,
would Urban
wait.
Meyer
I'm
go
sorry.
to
I'm sorry. I'm conflating A&M with what you're
Yeah.
talking about. Texas, the Longhorns.
Longhorns, yeah.
Yeah, because Herman is on thin ice.
I thought that I saw a report that they fired his ass at halftime. That probably obviously was a joke, but I believed it.
Do you see that one guy from what's his name? What was that guy's name? McClear. Some sports writer actually trolled on Twitter that they fired Lardass.
Lord,
I'm not a head coach.
No. The Lardass is Grantham.
Oh,
Oh God, what was that guy's name?
thought you were talking about Lane Kiffin because he's been hitting the buffet ever since he left fucking Bama. Jesus.
Cheney? Who are you talking about?
No.
Shane?
There's a sports writer on Twitter. I think he works for ESPN. He put out a tweet that said that Florida had fired Grantham, and then he started laughing, on Twitter, saying I win. I trolled the entire internet. Trying to remember what his
Granson's a prick. I know that.
I can't remember what his name was though.
Well, the problem with Grantham's scheme is, and you're right, Celine, it's his scheme. It is too freaking complicated, and they have to look over, and he sends them signals to adjust based on the offensive lineup, and they can't pull that off.
No.
The players just aren't smart enough to make that decision and change it all around. And he's so stubborn, he will not. That hasn't worked anywhere he's been.
Alabama plays an extremely complex defense. That's why they put such a big deal on Dylan Moses coming back at middle linebacker. You may have heard of Dante Hightower and Rashid Saline, and the list goes on and on and on of excellent middle linebackers for Alabama who are in the NFL because they are literally a captain on the field on defense because Saban plays this convoluted, very complex scheme. And Bama is going to play man-to-man defense. And people say, oh, their secondary gets burnt all the time. And then those guys in the secondary end up with NFL contracts. But you have to put the ball, unless you're like Mississippi State and you've got the exact right called, and that like Ole Miss did, and that happens. It happens. I mean, there are guys who run open against Bama because the defense is so complex and the kids screw up the signals. But basically, you have to put the ball in a pie plate against Bama's pass defense. And you can argue that all you want, but just go look at the stats. The numbers will prove it for me.
Well, the thing that's going to be different that Bama's not used to.
That's why I don't understand why Georgia fans were so upset at Fromm. At least in the first quarter of the 17 and 18 games between the two, Fromm was deadly accurate, and he was doing that. He was hitting the bullseye, the little tiny little fucking shoebox window that he had to put the ball in. He was putting the ball in that box. It was driving me crazy.
Well, I think the thing that's going to be different this year that Bama's not used to seeing out of a team is when it comes to the fourth quarter, if we're still in the game, we're going to be still rotating in 5-star defensive linemen and rush ins, and they're going to be fresh as hell, and y'all aren't used to that. I mean, we're taking that page out of your book. So that's what's going to be a huge difference in Georgia's defense this year. Our second string could start at most every other school.
It is going to be the game of the year, I'm telling you.
It's the game of the year as far as I'm concerned, until something else happens.
I mean, go ahead and declare it. This is the championship. I think
it's a preview of the championship.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Wait a minute. You talking about the SEC championship?
The whole thing. It's going to be the most compelling game that'll be on TV this year.
So
until we get deep in the playoffs.
I'm sorry. You think Bama Georgia could be the national title game?
Yeah. Yeah. I know there's some Clemson fans that are going to say, "Why about us?" I think both Bama and Georgia would beat Clemson head up.
I think so too.
Well, which one of you is going to knock off Ohio State?
Yeah, good. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how they do. They got to get through their own stuff. I could see Penn State.
Ohio State's going to pile drive through the small 10. I mean, they maybe Penn State might have been competition for them, but some of their better players sat the year out.
One,
I thought it was two or
linebacker.
three.
I can't think of his name. Yeah,
I don't follow the small 10 very much, so anyway,
we don't know. I mean, COVID struck Gainesville. It could strike anywhere at any time. We could be one day away from the Death Star showing up in orbit. You never know.
At the rate this year is going, sir, I'll take it.
I'm going to stick by. People have been asking me. I've had a couple of emails and some text from sports writer friends of mine up here about the Georgia-Alabama game, and I'm going to stick by what I have been saying for sometime. And that is, if I'm Georgia, I want to win this game. But what I more want to do is make it close and make Alabama think, oh my God, we had to do everything. We had to use every bullet to beat Georgia. Because then if I see Alabama again in Atlanta, I have confidence I can play with them. If I'm Alabama, I absolutely must win. I can't let Georgia beat us and then think if they meet us again in Atlanta that the streak is over. Now they have our number. I have to put Georgia down, and I have to break Georgia's spirit. That's what I am if I'm Alabama. I have to say, I'm the king. What are you doing in my court? And if I'm Georgia, I want to win, but I want to also prove to the king that I deserve to be there. So I think there's more to lose for Alabama than there is for Georgia to lose. I hope that makes sense. And I'm not trying to dog Georgia. I'm not trying to rip on Georgia. I'm just saying the team that would be hurt most by the loss would be Bama, not Georgia.
No, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But I'm going to wrap the stream up because, had you on there. I mean, Lou's starting up in about 20 minutes. I got to go to the bathroom. I got to get something to drink, and I want to get ready for that stream.
I want to shout out to Rob Dog because I was just busy working on some swimming pictures that I took the other day and at a swim meet, and I had no idea Celine was live. I didn't get a notification.
I didn't set it. I just decided, spur of the moment, I'm just going to go live.
Okay. Yeah, because Rob Dog texted me and said, "Hey, did you know Celine's live?" And I'm like, no.
Or you subscribe to my channel? No.
Click. I am right now. As of right now, I am.
Well, if you subscribe to my channel and you click the little bell icon, you get alerted when I go live or when I post videos that I know you're not interested in.
I just did.
Well, I appreciate it.
I give you a thumbs up, too.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You bet.
I appreciate that. But I am going to wrap the stream up because I want to get ready for Lou's stream, and like I said, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Let me go out of here.
We'll see you then.
All right.
Let me get out of here.
Libby, I want to catch up with you on Skype maybe tomorrow.
The fuck am I doing tomorrow? Yeah, righto.
I haven't Skyped with you in a little while, and I just realized.
Yeah, you bitch.
I'm sorry.
How dare you have a life?
Well, it's not much of a light, but it's a little one. Hey,
well, I wasn't going to say it, but you said it, so.
Hold up one of your ferrets real quick.
And Libby, y'all be safe. Y'all be safe and keep the bug down there in Australia and keep fighting the COVID.
Y'all be safe. Y'all be safe.
We'll grab one of her ferrets.
Yeah, y'all be safe. We'll talk to y'all later.
Yeah, see you over at Lou's.
Thanks for coming by, J-Dub.
All right, I'm going to get out too, Celine. See you guys in the chat over at Lou's too.
Hey, Rob, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for coming on and entertaining everybody.
You got it. Enjoyed it. See you. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
I had to wake her up. Hang on. She's not happy with me.
Oh, well. All right. There you go. There's one of the little boogers.
The littlest one.
Yeah, the littlest one.
Her name is Wizzy because she weed on people the first day I got her.
We have a Vegemite comment in the comments.
I didn't see it. What'd they say? I'm not looking at the chat.
Said my friend Neo says I've heard Vegemite is gross.
Yeah, it tastes like shit. Don't eat it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I've never had it, but I've seen people who eat it who have never eaten it before, and the expression on their faces is
if you've grown up with it, it's, it's just a staple here.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure we have some stuff here that Australians say, you eat that shit?
Yeah, well, I actually ordered grits and got it sent to me, and I tried grits. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? It didn't taste too bad. It came out smelling like popcorn.
Yeah, grits are. I like my grits either with lots of cheddar cheese or with sugar.
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 Just have oats.
No, grits is better than oats. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap the video up, folks. I want to say thank you to my friend Libby here, who came on, and Rob Dog and J Dub and TikTok Chess Hall and Ballard for coming on to the StreamYard with me. I want to thank the Bet and Neo and Christy and Melissa May and Big 12 was in here earlier. Vodka Drinkers here now. I want to thank Definition 409 for the pair of super chats. That was very nice. Slim Mosley was here for a little bit. Albert Sancho was here for a little bit. Tiny Tonto was here. Lou was here. I got a little support from the uncle of the Lou. I always appreciate when he stops by. Rowdy Rocker is here. I saw that. Everyone who showed up, everyone who clicked on the thumbs up, I appreciate that. I appreciate you all hanging out with me. I will be doing my regular Wednesday afternoon stream as well, but I was bored on a Tuesday night, so I figured why not go live and see what happens. And as usual, I had a great time hanging out with my friends, celebrating the upcoming Georgia-Alabama game and celebrating the fact that my Gators season has ended. Such is life. Anyway, everyone stay safe, stay well, stay healthy, and I will see you on my next stream and on my next upload. See y'all later.